My poster of presentation is about such aspects of DNA as the testing of DNA. As we know, it's used routinely in medicine and medical examinations, as well as criminalistics. So DNA proof is enough to prove that a criminal or person committed some crime. But my presentation is about specific topic. It's DNA testing for genealogical research, and this topic has a lot of skepticism around it. So we know that DNA is an acid, which is basically instruction for all life forms on Earth. It contains instruction of how a person or plant or whatever is living on Earth will develop. And now it's possible to test it. So what I'm accessing in my poster presentation is a possibility to test it with commercial tests. So firstly, we don't test a whole human genome because it's 99% identical in all humans. Yeah, we just test a little part of it. And commercial DNA tests, they are using sometimes such vials to put in saliva, or they're using like cheek swab. So from the inside of your mouth, you with the cotton collecting some skin cells from your cheek and sending them to laboratory, and they are making this process from the small piece of your skin cell. They're extracting DNA and they're amplifying it, the very small amount, and testing exactly this area which in us humans, what makes us different one from another. So it's not more than 1% of our DNA which is getting tested, even less. And here we can see the representation of colors. It's green, yellow, red. So basically this is how approximately it looks when you make this DNA testing. Each of the 4 components of this deoxyribonucleic acid is represented by different colors. But we don't need to know it as a simple consumers. What we are interested in, what is possible to find out with this test. So when we come to results, which I mentioned here, then these slogans which often this genetic commercial DNA tests sold with are not really true, because it's not possible to find to tell exactly each person's genetic ancestry. First of all, the first reason for it is that some of our genetic ancestors' DNA is not with us anymore, not detectable so much, because after time, it just disappears. Second reason that it's just a statistics on which this is based. So it's actually might be true, but there is also a big possibility of not exactly telling you who you are, because it's statistics. It will not give you your real identity as what is your real ethnicity as person. Not your real story, but a story of many people who statistically similar to you. So this claim actually is the main one which causes people being skeptical about this DNA testing, because the other aspect of DNA testing is how much we can rely on this DNA set of or say sequence which we get as a result, yeah, and we can rely quite much on it, yeah, because most of these biggest DNA testing companies, they are using certified laboratories, and results, if there is not happening some kind of mistake, you know, in laboratory, which can happen with in any laboratory, results are reliable. You can rely, a person can rely that this will be, if mistake is not happening, which is rare, that it will get the sequence of this DNA, which makes us as people different, pretty accurate, yeah. And so we also can use it for genealogical research, and we are doing this by comparing our DNA to DNA of other people who tested with the company. And when we find several people which connected to us and between themselves, we look in their trees, in their family trees, and we look for common ancestors, which are common for them and for us. Yeah, and for example, if a person missing documents from the ancestors, he doesn't know from where it comes, who were my ancestors, goes, makes tests, and there is a possibility, of course it's not 100% sure, but there is possibility that it will find some other people who also were testing with the same company, and they made their family trees, and there are several of them connected to him and between themselves. So the person looks in their family trees, it finds a same ancestors for these DNA matches which he got for these people who tested and who are shown as his far genetic relatives. And these common ancestors for all these people is most likely is also ancestors of that person in question. So in general, it's in conclusion we can say yes, that genetic testing can be a really interesting and reliable tool for people who, and gives the people opportunity to find something beyond documents. But of course it will improve later with more and more people getting tested. So, and I believe there will be more possibilities. So I basically conclude that it's definitely worth following an observation, and for me personally it's very interesting. I also mentioned briefly in this presentation the cases when genetic testing were maybe ethically not so good. We have to take in consideration ethical aspects of genetic testing, yeah. And sometimes people find out that they are not really related to their parents, or that their brother is not their brother, just by taking this commercial test. And actually this is a reason why in France the genetic tests were forbidden, and they are only for medical and criminalistic and other research, and for genealogy you can not really use them, because as I found out, it's just additional information which I didn't mention in my poster presentation. As I found out, then they use the reason that they want to keep a family peace undisturbed. So obviously there were cases when some families, by using this DNA commercial tests, found some secrets which someone might have been hoping not to be revealed to the world. So And here is some interesting references too, which you can visit if you are interested. Thank you.